What's up, y'all? We're back with another video. This time, police edition. With Hasbro being a little flaky with our police officers, I went a little different direction than normal. What does that mean? I don't know, so don't ask. Or do ask, because I won't know, but maybe I will. But I picked up the Figures Fight Club Police Officer Deluxe Articulation. So I'm gonna try this bad boy out, see how he goes. And I got an accessory for him from Five Below, the patrol bike. Grand total of $30, $25, $5. Let's see how this measures up against the new Hasbro price of $30, including tax. We're going to start with the police officer. So this is from Figures Fight. I don't know why I said Figures Fight. I always thought it was Figures Fight, but it's Figures Toy Company. They do wrestling accessories and stuff like that. And it looks like they are doing law enforcement figures. So these are other two figures that you can pick up from them also. A SWAT officer and a state trooper. And the police officer. He comes with a bunch of hands, a gun, and an additional head. These are the sides, the back, the bottom. Check them out on their socials. And the top. Let's crack this bad boy open and see how he looks. Looks like he just comes with one piece of tape. These are packaged just in the normal, just everyday cardboard. They kind of remind me of Hasbro's Army Builders boxes. I'll have to grab one of those and compare it when we do comparisons. This is what it comes with. You get a police officer, an additional head, and a bunch of hands. So I was hesitant at first to pick up one of these just because they looked super cheap online. Like the plastic and everything that is associated with them looks really cheap. But having him in hand, he doesn't look as cheap. Super tough joints. Like, afraid you're gonna break him. I might have to heat him up. Oh man, like, stiff as a police officer. Like, oh my gosh. Afraid I'm gonna break him. But some good likeness. It looks a lot better in hand than pictures. Pretty good detail. This is the same buck as the state trooper, so if you grab him, I think the state trooper doesn't come with a tie, or it might come with a tie. I know it does. So the state trooper does come with a tie, just a different head, it looks like, in deco, which is cool overall. Let's take a look at this pistol first off. Pretty good detail on a pistol. Very basic. Does not have a bullet, have a hole for blast effects, but overall looks pretty good. And the holster fits it fine. This is like a soft rubber holster. I think this looks solid for 25 bucks. I mean, in today's world, this is the average price for everything. But I'm just so afraid to really do articulation on him. I might have to go heat him up. I might have to go boil him. Put him by a... He looks good. Got good motion. Alright, let's pop on this other head. We're back with a wet cop. I went and put him under some water. And it looks like his joints are not as stiff as much. So, you can see he's still pretty wet. He's pretty moist. He's a moist officer. Can you do the splits? Hello there. I'm just sitting here in Punisher's lair under arrest. That'd be pretty funny. Alright, be more serious. I'm gonna wipe him off and then we'll get back to the review. Alright, we're back. He is pretty detailed, a lot more detailed than I originally thought he was going to be. He's got a bunch of pouches on his belt. It's got a tie clip, patch on this side, and a badge on this side. And his head looks like he's a bald dude, which is fine. Only downside that I really have of this figure so far is that his hat doesn't come off. That kind of bugs me, but it is what it is. I'm sure that you can put whatever head you want on here. And if you are a big collector, you should have tons of random heads that you can put on him. But let's get into some of his accessories. I'm gonna start with his other head. Pretty easy snap off and pretty easy pop on for the additional head. Ooh, I like this one a lot more. He's got a lot more like sternness to him. Going that way. I'm not gonna scream, but we all know cops that are serious like this. So, but I like this head quite a bit too. I did not think I was gonna like this as much as I do. Am I gonna have to buy 5 more of these or 9 more of these? I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. I'll probably buy like 2 more. I think 3 cops is good enough. I already have a SWAT team from Valoverse, and I'm gonna get some police officers from G.I. Joe, so get the whole force out here. Maybe I'll get some state troopers. But this head looks really solid on the body also. As you can see. Alright, let's get into these other hands. It looks like he comes with 7 additional hands. You see back there? Let's see if they pop off pretty easy. Ooh, yeah. Not that bad. You got easy pop on. Better than I thought, better than I thought. For whatever reason, I just thought this figure was going to be super cheap, but it is a lot better than I thought. Trigger finger hand. Let's put the other trigger finger hand on the side. Double trigger finger hand. That looks pretty solid. Let's get his gun out. Can he hold his weapon? Put your hands up right now. I think that looks super solid. Let's see if you can carry some other guns. We've got a few Valoverse guns here in the back. Let's go with this bad boy. Oh, I think that looks super good too. Pretty solid, pretty solid. Put that bad boy back. Got in the way back here. Should have been more prepared, but here we are. We got a shotgun. I think most patrol officers have a shotgun in their car, or at least maybe a high-powered rifle now. One or the other, but this looks super solid too. I can definitely see these Volibear guns are perfectly in scale with him. Also, I got some Hasbro guns. Start with the good old Marvel Legends gun. You got a pistol. That looks super solid too. If you wanted to put him with a different pistol. Let's put a G.I. Joe Uzi in his hand. These are just guns that I had on the desk on other figures that I'm stealing these from. This one, I mean, his hands are pretty spread out, so if the grip is really small compared to these hands, it's gonna be really wiggly. Oh, but it was wiggly. Now it looks better. That looks super good too. Yeah, so he can hold various different lines of guns, which is good, always good. Let's get into these other hands. We got some grip hands. These are ones that don't have the trigger finger. They are pretty soft too, so he can hold different objects. You know, like taking pictures of crime scene or of whatever he may be. Looks super good. Got him taking some bribes, as that was a lot. His hands are thicker than these are. You're gonna have to play with it, but this looks super good too. As I play with this, I am pretty impressed with. I was not expecting his hands to be pretty soft. I mean, I wouldn't push it over the top, but you definitely can get things in his hands, which is super cool. We got our punching hands when he wants to fight with someone rather than using his weapons. He's gonna use the bare knuckles. These look super good too. These hands look a little small, but I think they work in proportion to the body and his face and stuff. Yeah. I think that looks super solid. And then we've got the good old pointer finger. Don't you talk to me like that. You'd probably say something a lot more strict than that, but the pointer finger hand, that looks super good too. I'm super impressed with this figure. I am definitely gonna pick up some more of these. So, alright, let's go over some size comparisons. Starting off with G.I. Joe Classified Duke, McFarlane's Warhammer figure, Marvel Legends Luke Cage, Mattel Jurassic World Hamill Collection Velociraptor, Marvel Select John Wick, Jada M. Bison, Volibear's Grr, Star Wars Black Series Trooper, NECA horror figure, TNA figure, SH Figure Arts, Mezco, that's right, Jazzwares AEW Hangman Adam Page, DCUC Prison figure, Mattel WWE figure, Red Bull HeroClix figure, Halo figure, Indiana Jones figure, Hasbro Power Rangers. Here he is arresting someone. Let's move on to the motorbike. Alright, this is the patrol bike from Mega... I don't know what that says. Mad Hires? Fictional powered. Lights and sirens. This looks pretty good. So this was $5 at Five Below. I am going to pop this open, so stay tuned. I was gonna go all nice about it, but I literally just ripped it out. And I don't know why I said stay tuned. It's not like you're going anywhere if you're continuing to watch this video. But it just has this screw off on the bottom. And that's it. Bam. It's out. And it's got this safety strip thing that toys come with that make lights and sirens to preserve the battery. So pull this out, and it should hopefully make some noises. So I think this is the button. I'll turn some of my lights off to see if it will make some. So there's two different sound effects. Did we already hear that one? I don't know. Yeah, so I think there's just the two different sound effects, but this looks pretty solid also. It is in scale with the figures. Here's the police officer right next to it. It's pretty detailed. So it comes with some decals, police, highway patrol. So maybe I'll have to get some state troopers to put on there, because where I'm from, at least, the state troopers cover the highway and the city cops cover the cities. So it's pretty detailed for $5 though. It actually moves, does not have any suspension. It's made in China, big surprise. This is where you take the batteries out to replace them. And it's pretty detailed overall. I'm gonna compare it to a few other bikes I have around the toy room. So this is one of the bikes that came in the pack that Punisher's working on in the back. I think these are Maistos. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm bad with pronouncing names, but this company's known for making bikes. It's got suspension and it's die-cast bodies and really good paint and stuff. They used to have these 112-inch or 110-inch scales at Ross all the time as a 4-back. I think I got the 4 that I have from Ross for like $20, so like $5 a piece. But as you can see, as I have a G.I. Joe on here, they have kind of a kickstand. So I think this is definitely in scale with this. Here's another one from that same pack that I have Black Widow on in my Avengers display. But I think it looks perfect in scale. Here's the Deadpool moped from the Rider series. So right in scale with that. Here's the Legendary Riders Punisher bike. I have this in my Deadpool display. As it's super dusty, but it's supposed to be a Harley, I think. This is perfectly in scale with that. Then ATV. I think this is from like a Walmart set. Not 100% sure what this is from, but I think it looks in scale with that also. Here's a G.I. Joe bike. I think it's perfectly in scale with the G.I. Joe bikes also. But overall, I think this bike is in scale with all the other vehicles that I have for my 6-inch figures. And I think this cop actually doesn't look too bad on it either. This might be how I display this. Does not look half bad. Say so myself. Can't really look up that well. Didn't really go through articulation, but it's just the basic articulation that most 6-inch figures have, with butterfly joints and double articulated arms and legs and the whole 9 yards. But this looks super solid, in my opinion. I might have to get another head with a helmet or something, but here he is with the Retro Duke head and helmet. I think this helmet would work perfect with the State Patrol, because it's green. If not, you'd have to paint it. This is probably the closest I have to like a biker's helmet. I think that would probably work if you have it on here. I think it looks good. I think this looks really good for 30 bucks. What do you think? Do you think this is worth 30 bucks? You get a bike and a figure, world building. It fits in line with any 6-inch figure line. I can go through a bunch of different size comparisons with the police officer after this, but I think this is perfectly in price range, as everything else is so expensive that you're getting a bike and a figure for 30 bucks. I think that's pretty good. I definitely would recommend checking it out yourself if you have the funds to pick up these and you need some police officers in your displays, whatever that may be, from military base to comic book to wrestling. I think these police officers will be perfectly in line with whatever you're trying to display and world build, and I think they're really good value, so check them out. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Have a good one.